This comprehensive video is designed to help you master essential English vocabulary and phrases used in the business and finance sectors. I've divided the lessons into two main categories: business English vocabulary and finance vocabulary. Each section is tailored to provide you with the specific vocabulary and phrases needed for various professional contexts. So, if you're ready, let's dive in and take your English vocabulary skills to the next level with our first lesson on business English vocabulary. In the work environment, business English leaves behind slang and casual words for a more precise and some might say sophisticated way to speak. In this lesson, you will learn 10 essential terms, which will include adjectives, nouns, verbs, phrases, and lots of examples and definitions. Let's get started with our first word, which is commercial. Commercial is an adjective and a noun. But we are going to take a look at the adjective definition first. As an adjective, commercial describes things concerned with or engaged in commerce or things that make or are intended to make a profit. Our first example sentence is, they have a commercial agreement. They have a commercial agreement. With this adjective, it is common to see the terms commercial products or commercial property. The noun definition of commercial, and it means a television or radio advertisement. And our example sentence is, I saw the boat on a TV commercial. Next business term is public relations. And this is a practice of understanding the purpose of an organization and its relationship within society. It can also be the planned and sustained activity of engagement between these two parties to influence behavioral change and build mutual understanding and trust. Public relations is often abbreviated to PR. This is quite a common term to use. We could say Mirai works in the public relations department. Or we could say Mirai works in the PR department. PR is a well-known abbreviation in English. The public relations for the company has been a disaster. The company has very good PR. Next term is headquarters. And this common noun means the premises serving as the managerial and administrative center of an organization. And just like public relations, this word can be abbreviated to HQ. Let's take a look at some synonyms we can use for headquarters. Head office and main office are probably the two most common synonyms used. Base, mission control, and nerve center are good too. But they are a little bit more military with their association. Example sentence: their headquarters are located in Spain. Next term is agenda. This common noun has a few different meanings. Let's run through them. Definition of agenda is a list of items to be discussed at a formal meeting. It can be an actual physical list. We could say, we have many things on the agenda for today's meeting. Our next definition of agenda is a plan of things to be done or problems to be addressed. It's more like a general plan for the short to medium-term future. Our agenda for the next few months is to hire some new people. And our final definition of agenda is the underlying intentions or motives of a particular person or group. Example is, his agenda for the company seems to be very reasonable. With this definition, it's more like a personal plan that someone has for something. If you have an agenda, you will need a strategy. A strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. Our sentence example: the company's strategy is to reduce their prices. The verb form of this word is to strategize, meaning to devise a plan or strategy. Next word is the common noun penalty. The definition of penalty is a punishment imposed for breaking a law, rule, or contract. The company received a penalty from the tax office. Synonyms which are often used instead of penalty are punishment, sanction, or fine. Next business English term is the common noun dress code. This is a set of rules about what clothing may and may not be worn in a given setting like the workplace or school. Some of the more common dress codes include formal wear, which includes business attire and suits. This means that you can wear pretty much anything that you like, but there are lots of different settings and lots of different types of dress codes, from medical settings to school, religion, construction, and much more. Next business English term is the common noun market research. This describes the action or activity of gathering information about consumers' needs and preferences. Our market research has shown that most of our customers are over 20 years of age. We are conducting market research to understand our customers better. Next word is a regular verb, authorize. The definition is to give official permission for or approval. We could say, I will authorize the release of the report. We could say, Mirai authorized the payment last week. Related to this word, we also have the common noun authorization. This involves the process of giving someone permission to do or have something. We received the authorization last week. Next word is branch. Definition is a branch office of a large business or organization operating locally or having a particular function. So, think of a bank having its headquarters in London and then having lots of different branches around the world. The company director will visit our branch in Dublin next week. We could say, though you have a branch in Madrid. We also have the phrase to branch out. And this means to extend or expand one's activities or interest in a new direction. Example is, we intend to branch out and expand our range of products. Our first word is trademark. Trademark is a common noun. A trademark refers to an officially registered name, symbol, or logo used to represent a product or a firm. Trademark can also be used as a regular verb, and this simply means to mark something or register something as a trademark. And I'm sure you've seen this symbol before. Trademark. This is the symbol of a trademark. If this symbol is beside a product name or a company name, you can be sure that it is trademarked and protected by law. Example, we have trademarks on 5 of our product names. Next essential business English word is organize. This verb means to arrange something systematically or make arrangements or preparations for an event or an activity. Let's take a look at our example sentence. I organized the training for the new employees. I will organize the meetings with each manager for you. Next word is brand. Brand is the term given to a company's name and the recognizable attributes that go with a company. It's about anything which defines its unique identity. You could say McDonald's is a very recognizable brand. Or how about Coca-Cola is an international brand? Next word is a regular verb, expand. Expand means to become or make something larger or more extensive. Example sentence. Their company will expand its clothing range next year. Plans for the new development have expanded by 50%. Next word is clause. This word means a particular condition or stipulation in a treaty, bill, or contract. Example is, the contract included a clause which protects the employee's wages. Next, we have an English phrase, null and void. If an agreement, a declaration or contract is null and void, it is not legally valid and is essentially cancelled. Null means that's something that is invalid or associated with the value of 0 or something lacking distinctive. Void means something that is not legally binding or something that is completely empty, so null and void is quite a negative phrase. Example sentence. The contract will be null and void if our client does not receive payment tomorrow. Next word is competitor. Competitor is an organization or country engaged in commercial or economic competition with others. Example. Coca-Cola is a competitor of Pepsi. Next, a common noun, invoice. The definition of invoice is a list of goods sent or services provided with a statement of the sum due. Example: we have received an invoice from our printing suppliers. We will invoice you for the flower delivery from last week. Next word is counter offer. This noun means an offer made in response to another. Example sentence: we have received a counter offer from Mirai on the property in Paris. Next word is consensus. The noun consensus refers to an idea or opinion that's been agreed on by everyone. Mirai and Owen were able to reach a consensus on the deal. There was a growing consensus that Mary should be the new manager. Next word is the noun startup. This term is used to describe a brand new business, typically in its first few months or years of trading. Example: Mirai is working for a new startup in the web design industry. Our next word is forecast. A business forecast predicts various aspects of a business's future movement based on its current situation, external factors, new products, and plans for marketing. Example: we have the company's forecast for profits for the coming year is very favorable. Our next term: we have something different, an acronym USP. A USP is the unique selling proposition of a company product or service, or what makes it different from similar offerings. The USP of the food company is that all its food is organic and locally grown. Next term is cold call. The definition is an unsolicited visit or telephone call made by someone trying to sell goods or services. Example: the sales team makes cold calls to potential clients and tries to sell our products.